العلم أشراف مطلوب وطالبه لله أكرام من يمشي على قدمه. العلم نور مبين يستضيء به أهل السعادات والجهال في الظلم.
قول. Then he says قول يتضمن طلب الفعل. طلب الفعل. You're being commanded to do something. So a person utters a word and that word is telling you to do something. الطلب. A person is telling you to do something. لكن if I say to Abdullah, go there or go there, have I commanded him? No, because I've given him takhyir, I've given him an option. And for the usuliyun, they usually mention, for example, the verse of Allah Jalla wa Ala, حتى إذا أثخنتموهم فشدوا الوثاق فإما منا بعد وإما فداء وإما فداء حتى تضع الحرب أوزارها. طيب. So Allah Jalla wa Ala mentioned this verse after you've killed them, يعني in jihad, after you've killed them, the prisoners of war, you've got two choices. Either kill them, either take ransom or free them by way of generosity of you. Either free them out of generosity, وَإِمَّا فِدَاءً, or take ransom. Or take ransom. So this verse doesn't show a command. Why? Because there's takhyir. It has to be a talab. Do this. As for you can do this, you can't do that, that is not a command. طيب. قول طلب نعم. فعل نعم. قول يتضمن طلب الفعل. طلب الفعل. What is being requested of you to do? A fi'l. وأقيموا الصلاة. Establish the prayer. Allah Jalla wa Ala is telling you to what? Actually pray. To stand, for example. If I say to you, قم, that takes out the opposite, which is a prohibition. If I say don't do this, that is a prohibition, meaning do not do the action. But here with the command, you're being told to do it. You're being told to do it. على وجه الاستعلاء. على وجه الاستعلاء. By way of higher authority. Right? The person that is telling you, or the way that it is being said, it has to show isti'la. It has to show that the person is making himself higher than you. Or the person is in reality higher than you. For example, if a father commands his son, then level-wise, he's higher than him. Or if a master commands his servant, then in reality, he is higher than him. طيب. Lakin what if the son commands his father? What if the son tells his father to do something? He said,
It's not his
لا على وجه الاستعمال مثلا, he said, go get me tea. The father says to his son.
It's not considered
So for a son, لا مثلا, the father says to his son, go get me tea. You're all in agreement that is a amr, that is a command. What if the son says to the father, go get me tea? In this way, yani, go get me tea, in this tone. Is this a command?
It is, but it's a different type.
So Muhammad says it is a command, but it's a different what? Type of command. Okay. It is not a command. Where's the mahal shahid? Where's the dilala? He said to him what? When he was commanding him with tawheed, you mean? طيب, okay. طيب. وجه الاستعلاء. Even if his child says to his father, do this for me, or a servant says to his master, do this or go and do that, then that is a command. Because على وجه الاستعلاء, it doesn't mean he's higher than him in reality, like it's the way that he said it. There's استعلاء in it. استعلاء, طلب الاستعلاء. يعني he's طلب العلو, I mean he's acting as if he's higher than him. So that is a command. So for example, the example of the son commanding his father, people are going to say he's an aq. He's the disobedient child. He's commanding his father to do something. Is that not what would be said? He's commanding his father, you're commanding your father to do that. So that is command. Lakin there isn't really a big, much of a fact that's specifically connected to us. We just need to know what a command is. It is a statement that a person gives to you in order to do an action. That's simple. طيب. لكن also على الاستعلاء مثلا الدعاء it takes out دعاء. So مثلا رب اغفر لي or Allah forgive me. Linguistically that is a command, isn't it? لكن is the servant commanding Allah جل وعلا? ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا is that a command from the servant to? لا, it is not. It is not a command from the servant to Allah جل وعلا. Also if you say to your friend, pass me the book, pass me the pen, that is called iltimas. Iltimas. يعني you're appealing, you're asking your brother or your friend for an item, a pen, whatever it may be. That is not an amr, that is not a command. It depends on how you say it. طيب. Is that understood? A command is a command. قول, or as the fuqaha say, or in summary, طلب الفعل بالقول على جهة الاستعلاء. طلب الفعل, commanding an action بالقول, using a word. Stand up, sit down, go get me this, pray to Allah, اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره, and so on. That is a command. The next chapter, the Shaykh says, or the next mas'ala, or لا, let's explain what he says, رحمه الله. He says, فخرج بقولنا قول. When I say قول, يعني Ibn Uthaymin say, when I say قول, that excludes what? Al-isharatu, pointing, gestures. فلا تسمى أمرا. It is not commanded, it is not considered a command. وإن أفادت معناه. Even if it shows us that this is a command, and we know that it is a command, لكن it is not considered a command. وخرج بقولنا ضلب الفعل. And when I say, the Shaykh says ضلب الفعل, the commanding of an action, النهي, a prohibition. ضلب الفعل, you're asking, the person is asking you to do something. What does that exclude? النهي. النهي. لأنه if a person prohibits you from something, is he telling you to do something or not? No. مثلا, if I say to you, pray, what have I told him to do? An action. If I say, don't pray, I've told him to what? To leave off the action. So that is a nahi, and that will come inshallah. طيب. وخرج بقولنا على وجه الاستعلاء. And when the Shaykh says, when we say على وجه الاستعلاء, by way of a high authority, what do we exclude? Al-iltimas. يعني if you're appealing, Abdullah, give me the pen, Abdullah, give me water, and so on. It sounds like a command, like, and it's not really a command. It is not a command. You're asking the person for something. وَالدُّعَاءُ, and du'a, supplication. Allahumma ghfir li. Oh Allah, forgive me. It sounds like a command, like, and it is not a command. It is du'a, because it is not ala wajh al-istila'. Who's going to say, Allah must forgive me or forgive me? No one says that, صح? Ala wajh al-istila', no one says that. Oh Allah, forgive me. A person becomes humble in front of Allah Jalla wa Ala when making du'a. طيب. وغيرهما مما يستفاد and other than نعم. طيب. So the Shaykh says رحمه صيغ الأمر. This is extremely important. Forms of a command. Forms of a command. طيب. What have we studied so far? طيب, what is a ta'rif? What is the definition of طلب الفعل? بس طلب الفعل أو قول يتضمن طلب الفعل على وجه الاستعلاء. That definition, just memorize it as it is. The most important thing is, with definitions, as long as you understand what it is, it doesn't matter about the definition, as long as you know. Because once you مثلا get to the sigha, you're not going to constantly go back to the definition. You already know it, خلاص. مثلا الآن, مثلا, if you're in Stratford and you want to find where the hall is, you're going to use a map to get here, صح? Or you're going to use the GPS to get here, صح? Like, when you get here and you're actually in the center, are you going to use the GPS to get to the center? لا, because you're already now here. You just now need to go on to whatever it is that you came here for. صح? طيب. The sigha is what we're studying now. The sigha is the forms of the command. So, it's of two types. Clear, unclear. صريح غير صريح. When it comes to command, they are of two types. The Shaykh is going to mention both, like he's going to mention the clear command initially. And then he's going to go into what is a command, but it is not clear in terms of the wording that is used or the form that it is in. طيب. Abdullah, read out the four forms of the four. He mentions four, sir. Go on. One sec. فعل الأمر. طيب. اسم فعل الأمر. طيب. المصدر النائب عن فعل الأمر. المضارع المقرون بلام الأمر. طيب. The Shaykh rahimahullah is going to mention the amr, the sigha, the forms that it takes. These forms are of two types. One form is pretty clear and it is of four types. Okay? And we're going to add the fifth one, sorry. Or mudari' or lafz al-amr. The actual word of amr. Right? These are the clear ones. Hopefully, inshallah, we're going to manage to complete all of these five. And then next week, we're going to go on to those words that show something is wajib, lakin they're not clear. Is that understood? Okay. الصيغ الأمر أربع. The forms that the command takes is four types. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one we're going to add, inshallah. The Shaykh says, the very first one, فعل الأمر. فعل الأمر. فعل الأمر means an imperative verb, a command. An imperative verb, a command. Do this and do not do this. مثل قول الله سبحانه وتعالى. طيب. أتل ما أوحي إليك من الكتاب. أتل ما أوحي إليك من الكتاب. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا اتقوا الله وقولوا. مثلا. Who studies Nahwa here? فعل is how many types? فعل is 4 types, huh? 3 types. الماضي المضارع الأمر فعل الأمر. طيب so فعل الماضي فعل المضارع and فعل الأمر. فعل الماضي ذهب, he went. فعل مضارع يذهب الآن. فعل الأمر اذهب. That is the محل الشاهد here. When the Shaykh says rahimahullah that the very first fi'l amr, the very first sigha or the form that a fi'l amr has is the fi'l amr. He mentions a few. مثلا أتلو, read. وقولوا, say. Also, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli." Sallu. طيب. Give me another command in the Quran. Millions, there's millions. Huh? قوموا. Stand for Allah Jalla wa Ala. قوموا. Go on, sisters. Give me a command in the Quran. Or the Sunnah. فاسعوا. فاسعوا. قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. قوا أنفسكم. ها؟ قل. سارع. Excellent. سارعوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم. أوفوا. Excellent. أوفوا بالعقود. اتق الله. وأعرض عن الجاهلين. Turn away from the jahilin. All of these are called fi'l al-amr. In Arabic, they're called fi'l al-amr. And you can't get more clearer than that. You can't get more clear than that. And this is the strongest form of the siyagh al-amr. Those things that point towards an action. Or you're being told to do if'al. You're being told to do an action. Is that understood? As homework, I want you to list down at least 10 examples, everyone. 10 examples of, don't mention any of these examples though. You're spoke for choice. In the Quran or in the Sunnah. So مثلا, as homework, I want you to write al-ayah or the hadith. And then I want you to write al-amr, the command that is found in it. Right? For example, وَقُولُوا لِلَّهِ وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. You write the verse or the hadith. Then you underline or write the fi'l here. قُولُوا. That's the homework. Is that understood? That's understood, sir? طيب. So that form is the clearest form of a command in the Quran that is to be found in the Quran and the Sunnah. طيب. The next is what? اسم فعل أمر. اسم فعل أمر. It is اسم فعل أمر, this one. It is a fi'l that shows, it is a command. It's telling you to do something. However, it doesn't take any of the signs that a fi'l mudari' takes. It doesn't look like the the amr takes. It doesn't look like it. So for example, idhab, I can say idhabi when I'm talking to a female. Idhabi, this ya is ya al-mukhataba. Yani the ya that I'm commanding a woman to do. Whereas a man, I would say idhab. So ismu fi'l amr is, I'll mention examples, lakin it is a word that shows exactly what the fi'l amr shows. In terms of what it shows exactly what the fi'l amr shows. However, it doesn't take the signs, the alamat that the fi'l amr takes. And from the alamat is what? Ya al-mukhataba. For example, sahhin. Sahhin. Or hayhat. Sahhin means uskut. But you can't say sahi. No, it doesn't come in that form. So sahhin is a ismu fi'l mudari'. اسم فعل مضارع. اسمه فعل أمر. مثلا حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على. اسمه فعل أمر. You're being commanded to do something. لكن that fi'l that is being used, حي, you can't, it doesn't take the form of the fi'l أمر. It doesn't take the form of the fi'l أمر. مثلا عليكم أنفسكم. لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم. عليكم أنفسكم. Upon you is yourselves. Upon you is yourselves. That is اسم فعل أمر. أو مكانك. يعني stay where you are. مكانك, stay where you are. Or دونك القلم. So Abdullah مثلا wants the phone. I'll say دونك الجوال. يعني خذ, take the جوال. These words, these أسماء فعل أمر, inshallah someone remind me to message you or send it so you can put it to your groups. Lakin, they show an action and you're being commanded to do something, lakin it doesn't take the signs or the alamat of the fi'l amr. Is that understood? So we've studied two. We'll stop there inshallah. So we have enough time to pack up and go. Lakin, the sigh of the amr are of two types. There's clear-cut forms that come in one of these four or one of these five sigh or forms. Then there are those that are also commands, lakin they don't come in this form. For example, Ismail mentioned an example earlier on, which was what? Kutiba. Is kutiba in any one of these? Where's kutiba? It is not there. Furida alaykum. Or yajibu ala kulli muslimin. Or wajibun ala kulli muslimin. It is not one of these. So these are the clear commands when it comes to the sigha, the command that you've been commanded. These are clear. Then there are words like kutiba, furida. When you look at the form, it doesn't take any of these forms. Like, it shows that something is clear, that the command is there. Am I confusing you? Well, if you're confused, it's a good thing because it shows you're learning. On which second one? Ismu fi'l amr. Leave ismu fi'l amr for now. We'll study that next week. Do you know what sighul amr mean? What does sighul amr mean? Commands of what? Ways of commanding. How many did we say there are? 5. La. Beforehand, there are those that are clear. There are these 4. And then there are those that what? That are not clear in their wording. Or they're clear in their wording, but they don't have any one of these 4. They don't have any one of these 4. Remind me next week, right? We're going to start with Usul al-Fiqh because it seems like you're tired when we get to Usul al-Fiqh. And Usul al-Fiqh requires that you're alert. So let's start with Usul al-Fiqh next week. We're studying a command. Sighul amr, the forms of an amr. We've studied definition, the sighul amr. Go back to the homework. Any fi'l amr that you come across in the Quran or in the Sunnah, all of those examples that were in red, they are fi'l amr. Is that understood? So now forget about ismu fi'l amr. Forget about this. Forget about the examples we mentioned. Practice fi'l amr. Uskut, idhab, kul, qul. All of these are what? Fi'l amr. They're a command. Even in English, stand. If I say to you, stand up, what is that? What they call imperative verb. I'm commanding you to do something. Don't look at me. Look over there. Pick up the book. These are commands. So whenever you find that in the Quran or the Sunnah, that is amr. That is a command.